Still can't get used to it. Nope. I don't move so I can see it. Still a whole lot of me over here.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the camera, quite a bit. That's better.
That's better.
Still not really. Yeah, it's all right.
It's definitely better.
Fill out the bookcase over here now. I see people up there.
It's a nice bookcase. We built that bookcase.
A bit of it.
Yeah, we built the center bit that's currently behind you. So we built the damn bookcase. Ow. Why don't we start with Navigator?
Okay.
Eric made a mistake. He put a post on Facebook that a whole lot of people are replying to, and he wants to be a part of the conversation, except we've got one little thing happening.
Yeah. I Navigator because that's hard on my right hand.
Okay.
I was like, wait a second. That's probably not a good idea. I've got waiting in deep up here.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So hi. I see that there's chat going on there, but
It's Jason and Ivy and John and Heather. The thing I talked to you about last week isn't done yet, John and Heather. So I will send that to not yet. I'll send it to you when it's done.
We're kind of doing a safety set tonight. We're doing stuff that's easy. We might pull out your requests from last week, Jason. Let's see how we're doing. It's been a rough week. Putting together the podcast yesterday was really, really hard. Had a couple days of sending a lot of emails and messages out because ended up having to make a dedication to two members of the Filk family who we lost last week. And I wanted to use a lot of the albums that one of them had released as publisher. But I had to ask a bunch of people to make sure everything was okay. Now everyone said, yeah, sure, please, which I expected, but it's polite to ask. But yeah, so Monday and Tuesday were kind of dreadful. And today I've been just kind of out of it all day. So we're doing some pretty easy stuff tonight. We're doing everything on the Craviola so far, but we may pull out. That's what you asked for last week.
Also this week I had to have a talk with my boss because I had to take over something from somebody else, and it was officially the one straw too many. Yeah, it was officially the one thing too many. I couldn't manage the entirety of my workload, and I told him that. And I said, okay, this is the thing I need to drop. Not this new thing, this other thing I've been doing for months. Nope, I've got this thing I need to drop. Beep. I'm going to drop it till the first week of October, and then we'll talk about it.
So what's going on in the chat right now?
Chat. Chat. Come on. Go to the chat. Go to the chat. Thank you. Can't hear Eric well. We didn't turn your mic back up.
Oh.
We didn't turn his mic back up.
We did a little quick sound check earlier, and I took this off so I wouldn't bleed through it. Hello. You should be able to hear me now. Except I'm not. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see. I have headphones turned down.
That should be better. Can you guys hear him now?
Yeah, hang on. Better now? Yes, no.
Definitely.
Huh?
We're getting lulls. Yes, it's better now.
Okay, cool. So, hi.
Don't mind us. We're a mess. So we're actually going to start with one that isn't ours. This is by Mike Whitaker. It's called Waiting in the Deep. Lie here in the dark and calm, neath water cold and still and deep. He who bore me likewise rests and never longs enchanted sleep. Cold steel knows only darkness, hidden through the turning years. Pays no heed to wind and water, watching, waiting for the call to wake and rise in time of need. 1,000 years or more have passed since I was drawn beneath the sky. Felt sunshine flare on shining blade, chose who would live and who would die. But cold steel knows only patience, heeds not the turning of the years, pays no mind to passing lifetimes, watching, waiting for the call to rise and greet the sun again. Forged of water and of fire, quenched in blood and set in stone, Arthur drew me, held me high, with he laid claim to Britain's throne. But cold steel knows only violence, edge still keen to turning years, pays no heed to passing kingdoms, watching, waiting for the call to draw me from the deep again. I rested deep beneath the waves beside the lady of the lake. Her magic keeps me sharp and bright and holds her safe until she wakes. Cold steel knows its allegiance to Britain through the turning years, pays no mind to passing fancies, watching, waiting for the call to rise and greet the light, the hand to draw me for the fight. When Arthur wakes to aid this land, Excalibur will come to hand again.
So good evening.
Hello all.
So what's going on the chat? What is going on? And let's take a look here. Look here.
We've got 7 people. Hi, Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the only one who has bad buffering? Don't know.
I mean, because we're not watching it, so we can't tell.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm getting it through the feed on my phone, and I'm actually getting buffering. Not bad, but it is there.
okay,
So no, it's not just you, Ivy.
So we might be going out a little slow tonight.
There's nothing else running, so not sure why, but
Yeah.
sorry.
I don't know. I want to think that the internet has been a little slow today anyway.
And I lost mobile signal completely earlier today.
Okay, so we might just be having a local
We
problem.
might be having a local problem. Okay.
Get this up here. So I know where we are in the song.
I'm not completely convinced that I need words, but
So we were starting to write a concept album.
we were.
We wrote precisely 2 songs for it,
Yep.
both of which we still do occasionally.
Occasionally.
We've actually done both of them in the last couple weeks.
We have, it's true. I just thought about that.
But yeah, and so
And that album has completely gone by the wayside. I don't think it's ever going to get done.
it was going to be a pirate album.
This is supposed to be a pirate song.
Well, it's about somebody on a ship.
Yes, it is. But it's not a pirate song. Venus takes her place on the horizon. Sirius comes out at certain times of year. Polaris guides the way as the northern lights set in. Orion is the sentinel of the southern sky. But all will hush as the Milky Way drifts by, a galaxy across the sky. Aries plays beneath Cancer's swinging moon. Leo roars as Virgo sings a gentle tune. Taurus listens to all the things that Scorpio can see. The Archer and the Pegasus roam free as Pisces swims the bearer holds the key to a black and endless sea. Sea holds her secrets close when the sun is high. The wind takes us on our way as land drifts out of sight. As clouds grow orange and red, the way becomes unclear. But sailors of the blackest sea will never let us fear. The sun sinks down, the sky darkens until that first star to tell us where we are. You always stop short there.
I did stop short there, didn't I? I don't always stop short there.
Almost always.
I haven't stopped short like that in ages.
We haven't played this one.
We played it like in the last couple months.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And we did
played
it right
like
then.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
played
Right
like
then.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I don't
I'm wrong.
always play it wrong.
No, that's not true. He does not always play wrong.
I try to.
You all plugged in?
I am.
You are.
So you ready to go?
What are we doing?
Okay.
You don't need that to lead the song.
I want to try something.
Oh, she's gonna.
Uh-oh. Lizzie's going to try something. Be afraid. I'm afraid. But, I'm sensible. I know when to be afraid. I live with her.
Hey, you have like no volume. It's very low.
Oh, okay.
Check your volume pedal. Make sure it's all the way down.
All the way down.
Sometimes the Mel 9 pedal will suck a little bit of the energy out of it.
Let's see if that's the case.
Yeah, see here. No, you're a little lower than you should be. You're in 3.
3.
Take yours a little bit. Okay, let's try this again.
Turn as a green meadow border between one world of light, one alive only at night, and almost never the twain shall meet. A castle of two minds, two faces for day and night, I keeping watch over all. Tears lost to time, and a forest of magic sublime. One stone, one towering oak pearl. Light sways at the end of the day. Heed what the old mothers say. The spirits all know the way. Either side you may stay, but in Callenwood, shadows village called Callenwood, when night has fallen, is locked up tight as a frigid heart. There are fearsome things, claws and feathers, paws and wings, shadows and shapes dance in the dark. When the sun calls, the forest hollows, the shadows hide away without a sound. Humans have swords, pitchforks, torches, and dogs, but not a wolf to be found. But the house light sways at the end of the day.
And suddenly you came on, so something was loose. Something was loose somewhere.
Oh, it was the actual input to the violin.
Yeah. Suddenly I could hear you really clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the input for the violin. Whoopsies.
So hi there.
Sorry. Oh, we're going there.
Or am I going higher or am I going low? We gonna jam a little bit or are we gonna play a song?
Let's go with Alice first. My hand needs a break. Ah, Alice. Remember Alice? This is a song about Alice, but not the restaurant. The Mad Hatter was patient zero. No one knew at first, but Alice knew something was wrong with the March Hare growled a curse. He said, your head is filled with sweet, delicious cleverness so bright. Oh, dearie me, it's time for tea. Won't you stay for a bite? The table gathers flies and bees. The Red Queen's garden's gone to seed. But now there is no time for tea for Alice in Zombieland. The White Rabbit took to chasing dogs that chewed on his good leg. Or it may be there's no rest for the weary, but here there's no rest for the dead. The House of Cards comes tumbling down, caught in winds of change. The White Queen sits on the throne of bones, wondering what a difference one day makes. The Purple Blade went snicker-snack, but no head came the lumping back. The Jabberwock took it for a snack as night fell in Zombieland. He was munching. Mouse finally has something more to say. Tweedledum, Tweedledee, one lump or two. How do you take your brains? So many who'd lost their minds, they made some easy prey. But a smiling cat said, imagine that, you might just win this day. But there are fates far worse than death when you wrestle the restless dead. So, in the end, dear, just remember not to lose your head, 'cause up with your head means something new. Oh, what's a poor lost girl to do but make the undead rule? Sweet Alice in Zombieland, Zombieland.
Sweet, happy, go lucky little song.
Zombies.
So what's going on in the chat?
Chat. Yes.
Look at the chat.
Chat.
Hello out there.
Still getting some buffering. Pirates. Yes. A zombie of Alice's restaurant. Dude, why do you do that? Why do you say things?
Why?
Now I want to write a Alice's restaurant parody about zombies.
No. Who? John must have said that.
Yeah, he did.
Of course.
Damn it, John.
Making my life difficult. I have to live with her.
Oh, don't blame him for that. You knew what you married.
And then, I have to live with the aftermath. And then I have to play it. Oh, wait. That's the fun part.
My young love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind. And she stepped close beside me, and this she did say, oh, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She stepped away from me and moved through the fair, and fondly I watched her move here and move there, and she made her way homeward, one star away, as the swan in the evening moves over the lake. And the people were saying no to her wed, and one has a sorrow that never was said. And she smiled as she passed me with her goods and her gear, and that was the last that I saw of my dear. Dreamt it last night, my dead love came in, and so softly she came that her feet made no din, and she leaned close beside me, and this she did say, oh, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. get you to stop.
Pardon me while I wear my wife out here. You could have just let me go for a bit.
I could have. What's the fun of that?
This is true. So what's going on in the chat? Are we doing anything else tonight, or are we done here? We're done. Lizzie says we're done. She has no voice.
Classics. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You love us, but you have to go. Okay, Ivy, no problem.
Good to see you, Ivy. We'll see you, I'm sure, again.
No problem.
It's not like we don't run into you occasionally out here on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good one. That's actually my favorite version of that song, is that particular set of stanzas, First You Move Through the Faire.
Oh,
there's like 4 extra verses.
Well, there's a couple extra verses. There are different wordings of it. I took the particular one that Fairport used to do.
Yes.
And those are the words I believe that we work from. Back when I was trying to do it on my own a long time ago, and I do not have the voice for it. Big Richard Thompson fan, so I always wanted to do stuff that he did. I think I figured out the key I could do it in now, but why should I? She sings it so much better than I do. Well, you do. That is one thing that you cannot deny. You are a much better singer than I am.
I say nothing to this.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck was that?
Cats are being... Somebody jumped... Yep. Cleaver just jumped down off something.
Down.
Cleaver has realized that we have now quit playing music.
And so he's coming down to join us.
He is now coming down to, get attention. Any questions before we go? Anything from the class?
Fairport is a good place to start, John. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fairport is good for a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm a big Fairport fan. I'm a huge Richard Thompson fan, and so I go back to Fairport because of him. I actually hadn't listened to it until I'd been. I ran into Richard Thompson when Across a Crowded Room came out, and I heard When the Spell Is Broken. I was like, this song is incredible. I've heard about this guy. Maybe I should look into him. Yeah, well.
And that was how it went.
It's a big row of stuff up on my shelf now, most of which has been signed by him.
And all of which has been digitized.
Yes. So, yeah, I have a huge Richard Thompson collection in my digital files just because, and a huge playlist right here.
Rain coming? Do we know?
I don't think so, no. Ankle bugging you?
Yeah, my ankle's bugging me.
Okay.
I find that my ankle hurts, but also the skin on the on the outside of my ankle thins to the point where I can actually feel the pins more on the outside when weather's coming.
You can see them. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, you can actually physically see them. And it's any chance of getting those tapes released, the ones you mentioned in the podcast. That's
okay,
not
okay. Let me speak on this, please.
Never mind.
I don't know. I honestly, it's one of those wishful things on me. There's a lot of rights issues and everything else. There's a lot of artists to get in contact with. I know that where the original DAT files are for some of them. We do know this now because someone spoke up and said, hey, wait, I've got some of these. So it's one of those things where I'm going to try to talk Lindy Laurent and the other person in question into thinking about this and seeing what it would take to get that done. Honestly, if it's something where it's just simply load those DAT files off, because I'm assuming that I don't know if it's tracks or the final mixes. If it's the final mixes, give them to me and I'll break them down into MP3s and then we can put them up somewhere. I don't know if that'll happen just because, first of all, there's a lot of them and it's going to take a lot of time. I hope so. I would love to see that stuff out there, but at this point, it's way too early to tell if there's really a chance of it. I do have versions of a bunch of them, but I really would like to see all of them, as many of them as possible available out there. And I'm going to push for that, but it doesn't end up being, it ends up not being my decision. It ends up being, someone else's. I can be the person who makes noise about it and goes, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? But in the end, it's not my decision. So I hope so, but I wouldn't expect it from us. I wouldn't expect it this year. And I mean, I wouldn't expect it at all, but I'm working on it. Did that answer the question? I should take a look at the chat too, because Lizzie is now looking at other things.
Nothing else has been said on the subject.
Okay. So, yeah, and if you have any questions, ask me. Y'all know where to find me. You know where I am. So,
I always wonder if you guys can hear it when my joints crack. Because it's awful loud on this side. And I've always wondered. But I guess I'll never know. Ouch. Hi, kitten. Well, I'm being beckoned by a kitty, and we are done for the evening. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday with us. We love you.
one quick thing. I'm looking at the other comment here. A lot of those tapes have things that are just under kind of a personal copyright. They may not actually have an actual physical copyright, so it's a matter of working that out. And so there's a lot of it it'd be pretty easy, because most of the people on a lot of these tapes, most of the people on it are like on my friends list on Facebook. But there's lots of other factors. So I am hoping so. I'm hoping that we can start getting some of this, big archive of these older songs out there somewhere. My ideal would be to set up a Bandcamp page, have everything, pay what you want, and anything that is purchased from there benefits Interfilk, because Bob founded Interfilk. So, he's at the door. I was like, what?
He's playing with the cabinet door because he knows where the food is.
Yeah, cats try to get into places that they're not supposed to, and the noises sometimes make me go, what's that? But anyway, enough babbling for me, because you know how I am.
Time to push the button, Max.
Time to wander down here and just make sure there isn't anything there. Yeah. We got everything working. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.